Good morning to you. Welcome back to the Today Show right across the country. Listen, the debate about whether Australia should accept more refugees from Syria, now sadly making their way across Europe, seeking asylum, is as much an economic question as it is humanitarian. You suspect the government, if it had said it would take, let's say, an extra 10,000 asylum seekers, might even say it today, it would have been pilloried by its opponents that might have said it should have taken 20,000. That's sort of the base political way that some sadly see it. And Australia, make no doubt, has international obligations, but there are also obligations to Australian citizens right here at home as well. So the first point, if Australia does take more refugees, will we be safe here at home? There has to be confidence in that point first up. Then question two, will refugees from Syria, say, take precedence over Australian families who already have paid significant money to put their families on waiting lists? This point was lost when asylum seeker boats were arriving here. It was often local migrant families most aggrieved that their family was having its migration delayed. Then there's question three, the economic question. Can we afford it? The answer is most definitely yes. Though there's a drop in our community, a group in our community rather, that wants Australia's immigration to be locked up, there's little doubt with an ageing population we need more younger people here in Australia. Remember, it was migrants from across Europe after the Second World War that helped catapult our economy during the 1950s. So, some facts. Last year, our net overseas migration was 184,100. It was down 15% on the previous year. Migration to Queensland is the slowest in 15 years, with more people leaving than arriving in that state. WA and the Northern Territory are the same. Our overall population at the end of 2014 was 23.6 million people. The growth rate, 1.4%, which is low. The problem, and you can see it right here, is that we can't naturally raise our population quickly enough, and we can't force people to actually come and live here. And with the mining boom slowing and our dollar falling in value, plenty of Kiwis and Americans are choosing to move home. And this is why Australia economically has an ability to accept more refugees into Australia, provided, of course, those issues of security and equity are resolved well ahead of time. Let's go to the markets now, and what we can see is with the Australian dollar this morning sitting at that 69.25 US cents and also buying 62 euro cents. Seems to have got itself stuck in that little rut below 70 US cents right now. If we move further forward, we can see on the commodity markets that the gold price down by $3 overnight. I noticed a lot of the gold miners on the stock market yesterday took a big jump. They could be off today. The oil price also down by $1.80 US a barrel. The Dow Jones index of US shares down 272 points. It does not augur for a good start on the Australian stock market here today. If we go across into the Asian markets yesterday, you can see that they were a little mixed. The Hang Seng in Hong Kong off by 257 points. In Europe last night, the FTSE 100 rebounded by 31 points. And here in Australia yesterday, the All Ordinaries Index of Australian shares, which had been well off at one stage, down almost 75 points, closed down 9 points. But as I say, after Wall Street overnight, you'd expect it to be lower today.
OK, so as well as lifting migration, we all maybe have to adopt the Peter Costello thing of having extra kids. I mean, I've had 3, you've had 3, Dickie's had, wow.
Wow.
How many of you had, Dickie?
5 fabulous children.
There you
5.
go. Well
He's done his bit for the
Dickie.
country.
He certainly has.
That he knows of.
Oh, come on.